Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning, everyone. Great. I hope you guys are doing well and ready to learn English. So today we're going to learn about combining sentences. Have you ever heard about combining sentences before? No. We're going to learn about it. The things that we will learn is combining sentences and types of sentences, and also how to combine ideas using conjunction. So, what is a combining sentences? Combining sentences means joining two or more sentences or ideas into one sentence. So the writing becomes smoother and more connected. So here we're combining two different sentences into one sentence to make the thing more clear. Okay, in combined sentences, there are some types of sentence. The first one is a simple sentence. Simple sentence is a sentence that has one complete idea. It usually contains subject and verb. Let's see the example of a simple sentence. The first one is I study English. The subject in the sentence is I, and the verb in the sentence is study. And what about the second example? Which one is the subject and which one is the verb? She is the subject. Likes or right. So she is the subject and what is the verb? What about the third example? They is the subject. Okay, right. So they is the subject and play is the verb. This is the second type of sentence. So there is compound sentence. Compound sentence is a sentence that combines two simple sentences. Simple sentences is the previous sentence that we just talked about. Or maybe like the complete idea. It uses coordinated conjunction called fine. So to combine those two simple sentences, we need the fun boys. Maybe we will talk about fun boys in next slide. So the formula to make the whole sentence is sentence one, the simple sentence one, and the fun boys, and also the simple sentence two. This is the meaning of fan boys. So each of them in fan boys it refers to this conjunction. So the F refers to for, A is for the and, B is M is for nor, B is for that, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S is so. So each of these conjunctions has its own function. Like the conjunction for, the function of conjunction for is to show reason, and the function of conjunction and is to show addition. The function of nor is to show like negative idea, and that is to show contrast, or is for choice, yet is for unexpected contrast, so is for result. So maybe you can repeat after me. For is for reason. For is for reason. And for addition. And for addition. Nor for negative idea. Nor for negative idea. But for contrast. But for contrast. or for choice, or for choice, yet for unexpected contrast, yet for unexpected contrast, and so for reason, and so for reason. Good job. So the examples of compound sentence is for the conjunction and the example is I studied hard and I passed the exam. For that, she was tired, but she finished her homework. For so, it was raining, so we stayed home. So the time was is used in the middle between the simple sentence one and simple sentence two. So a complex next is a complex sentence. A complex sentence contains one independent clause and one dependent clause. It uses subordinating conjunctions such as because, although, if, and since. It's different than the compound sentence. In compound sentence, we combine two simple sentences using parables in the middle of it. So in compound sentence, it's different. So we just combine one independent clause and one dependent clause. It's flexible whether the independent is the first or dependent is in the beginning of the sentence. It's flexible. For the example is for because I stayed home because I was sick. So I stayed home is the independent clause and because I was sick is the dependent clause. Next is although she was tired, she continued studying. She continued studying. So although she was tired is the dependent clause, and she continued studying is the independent clause. And last is since it was late, we went home. Since it was late is the independent clause, and the we went home is the independent clause. If you want to know which one is the independent and which one is dependent, just see the keyword in the dependent clause have because or also or if or since, such as because I was sick. So it's the dependent clause. Like although she was tired, it's the dependent clause. Since it was tired, it's the dependent clause because it has the keyword like because, although, if, and since. Do you guys still confused to find the difference between dependent and independent? Yes, this is. Okay, so maybe that we are going to dig deeper about the difference between independent and dependent clause, since some of you still confused about the difference between them. So, independent clause is a sentence that can stand with themselves, so it has a clear meaning, like Jane ate pasta. Imagine one of your friends comes to you and maybe like she said, I ate pasta. So you know that she just ate pasta, right? Yes. So it has a clear meaning. Next, Lily went to the park. It has a clear meaning because you know that Lily just went to the park. But imagine if one of your friends comes to you like out of nowhere and say, because I was hungry. So you will get confused. What does it mean? Because I was hungry. She didn't say anything before. Just like comes to you and say, because I was hungry. We're getting confused, right? Right. Next, uh, imagine like they comes to you and like I don't know where you say after she finished school. You didn't know the context. You did not know the context of the sentence that they just say. So to make it clear, we need to combine the independent and the dependent clause like this. Jane ate pasta because she was hungry. So it makes it clear sentence, right? You know the meaning, you know the context, so it won't make you confused. We combine independent and dependent clause to make the sentence becomes clear. Lily wants to garden after she finishes school, so it has a clear meaning and clear context. Right? We already got the difference between dependent and independent clause. Yes, please. Yes, good job. But since you guys already understand the difference between um, compound sentence, simple sentence, and complex sentence, now I will give you the worksheet about the material that we just learned, and I expect you to read the questions carefully and answer the questions so we don't have to be in rush. Read the questions carefully and then are. Yeah. But and yeah. So that is to show uh, contrast, but yet unexpected contrast. So as I said before, what is to show contrast, right? So if you have two simple sentences, if you have two simple sentences and the sentence one and sentence two show some different, maybe like the sentence one is talking about a positive context and the sentence two talking about a positive context, you uh, you use but because it shows a contrast that we know, like positive and negative context. But if you want to use yet, it's almost the same actually, but it means that yet and we use yet when the contrast is a bit unexpected. Like what? Okay. Maybe I would give you the example between but and yet, right? Wait a minute. Okay, maybe the example of that is like she is rich, but she is not happy. So the positive is she is rich. That she is rich is the positive. And but she's not happy. She's not happy is negative. So to provide those sentences we use but it's the show contrast, right? Um, we use yet when it's about unexpected contrast. That maybe like she studied very hard, yet she failed the exam. It's also show contrast, positive and negative, but it's unexpected because she already studied very hard, yet she still failed the exam like that. Because like it's like unexpected. She already learned very hard. She expected uh to get good grades, right? But instead, she got bad grades, or maybe like she failed the exam. So it shows unexpected contrast. Do you get it? So it's like
For example, she ate so much, but and yet she still hungry. Because the example is
Can you repeat? I don't.
ate so much,
Ate so much.
yet she's still hungry. With that,
Yeah, it could be like it could be like unexpected contrast like that. Because when you eat too much, you expect to get full, right? But instead, you already eat too much, but you still hungry. Yes. Finished already, guys? Yes. I want you to switch to your friend next to you and let's correct the motion together. I want um, one of you to read the questions. All of you will read the questions and answer your times answer. Maybe we can start from Lisa. In chapter black, I was hungry, so I ate noodles. Okay, I was hungry, so I ate noodles. Okay, that's correct. I was hungry, so I ate noodles. Is there anyone who answered correct? Wrong? No, there. No. The first one is I was hungry, so I ate noodles. Okay, John, next. That. He likes coffee. He likes coffee, but he likes coffee, but it is like tea. All of you answer. None is. No, it is. So all of you answer with oh, no, oh no. No, it's wrong because let's see the slides. Use or when all of it is a negative idea. You can see the first sentence is not negative, right? Yes. I like coffee, and the second sentence is she dislikes coffee. So it shows what? It shows contrast. So we use what? She likes coffee, but she dislikes tea. Is there any of you who answered correctly? Yes, please. So you answered it with but. No. My friend. Okay. Good job. Next. And if he was sick, but he still went to school. Okay. He was sick, but he still went to school. Back. Satria?
he was tired, yet we finished the project. We were tired, yet we finished the project.
It's actually but it's actually but. The answer is but because again it shows contrast. Next, Rajit.
My brother plays football and my sister plays badminton.
When my brother plays football and my sister plays badminton. Next, Fayaz.
It was raining. So
Correct. It was raining, so we stayed. Next, Vintam. You can study now or you can study later. Correct. You can study now or you can again later because it shows an option, right? Next, Nida. The movie was boring, but we watched it until the end. And the movie was boring, but we watched it until the end. Next, Alice. Tina was sleepy, but he didn't really listen. Tina was sleepy, but she continued reading the book. It's actually yet. So Tina was sleepy, yet she did not reading the book. Even though she was sleepy, she still read the book, right? She didn't choose to play. So the answer is yes. Next, Katria.
I want to buy the van, but it was too expensive.
Right. I wanted to buy the bag, but it was too expensive. Next, David.
I stayed home because I was sick.
I stayed home because I was right. Max.
She studied hard because she wanted to create.
Right. She studied hard because she wanted to grades. Income. If it's rain tomorrow, we will cancel the meeting. Okay, if it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the meeting. So the answer is if. Right. Next, Ida. Although we were tired, we need to get some. Maybe you can um, your your voice is so small. Another part is although he was tired. Okay, alright, all when he was tired, he finished his homework. Next, Alice. Number five. If the students were nervous, they give presentations. No, it's actually wrong. Although the answer is also. So also the students were nervous, they gave presentations. The answer is although. Next, Patria.
Number 6, I missed because I woke up late.
I need good dogs because they will. That's correct. Next, Sayed.
She practices English because she wants to speak fluently.
She practices English every day because she wants to speak fluently. Correct. So yes, it's because. Next, Fayez.
Um, if you exercise regularly, you will stay healthy.
Correct. The answer is if. So if you exercise regularly, you will stay healthy. Next, Linda. Although they were still happy. But they were bored, they were still happy. That's correct. So the answer is although. Last question, Linda. The students told Alexander lesson because the teacher explained well to me. Okay, that's correct. So the answer of number 10 is because the students could understand the lesson because the teacher explains well. Is there any of you who answered all the questions correctly? Not no, let's say so maybe like you need to study about it again. Okay. Thank you. You need it's it's okay if you still make mistakes. Maybe like you can learn it by yourself again, or maybe like you can learn about it in next year. Before we close our lesson today, um, what have you learned from today? There, you can share your thoughts about what have you learned from today? In this can go on, we learn about how to combine sentences. We learn about how to combine sentences and the types of sentences. So, you already learned about what is combining sentences, how to combine the sentences, and the difference between dependent and independent clause, and also the time clause. And maybe I hope you guys understand about the material that I just explained to you. And also, if you still got confused about the material, maybe you can we can talk about it later on next week, or maybe like you can study yourself in your home. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.